Good evening and welcome to Tilak Maidan at Vasco in Goa for what is going to be the last day of the group stages of the AIFF Youth Cup. The first match of the day is the match number 9. It's going to be played between the Malaysia and the USA. The second match of the day, which starts at 8 p.m., will be between the home team, that's India, and the Korean Republic. 4 teams can yet make it to the finals, though it's a very cut-to-cut situation for some of them. Please stand up for the national anthem of both the teams. Please remain standing for the national anthem of the USA. Both teams are coming into this match on the back of a draw for each of them. Malaysia, they are drawn by 2 goals to each against Tanzania, while the Americans, they had drawn in a very hard-fought match by 0-0 with the Korean Republic side. As the table stands, it's Tanzania who's on top, but with the matches being played today, the USA and the Koreans will fancy themselves in making the finals. The referee for today's match is Mr. Tejas Viswasrao Nagvenkar, held by his linesmen Mr. Melvin Rosario de Costa and Suman Mojumdar. The fourth official for the match is Marks Jondonbok Non-Siege. The Malaysian team has made 7 changes from the side that drew 2-2 with Tanzania. The most notable inclusion is the number 28 Xavier Zisco Felix, who is back after missing the last match through a red card. Also in the team who's not there, the USA have gone 2 better than what the Malaysians have made in terms of changes. They have made 9 changes. Is the first appearance for the goalkeeper, number 22, Quintrell Jean Anthony Jones. The Malaysian captain, number 9, Arif Shakirin bin Suhaimi, has also scored a goal for them, and they will be relying on his goal-scoring exploits. For Malaysia to qualify for the finals, they need to beat the Americans by a difference of at least 4 goals, and then later hope that India also beats Korean Republic. For USA, all they need from this match is a draw. which will put them on level of points with Tanzania, but they will go above them in terms of goal difference. The Malaysian side are also missing the number 2, Arham Khusi Ari Abdul Wahab. He had received a red card in the match against Tanzania for handling the ball. The American team, as mentioned, had made 9 changes. It's a philosophy of the coach John Hackworth that he wanted to give every player at least 2 opportunities in this tournament, and that's the reason for making changes in wholesale. On the bench for them is Andrew James Carlton, who's their speedy and skillful winger. We are moments away from the kickoff of the match number 9 of the AIFF Youth Cup 2016. The USA is going to start the game, shooting from right to left. The referee just checking if everything is in order, and he blows his whistle. The Malaysians have a hard task today. They would want to avoid a loss at all costs, because India, who's playing later today, if they do manage to beat the side of Czech Republic, they will leapfrog the Malaysian side if the Malaysian side fails to win today. The USA, they usually go for a 4-5-1 formation, but they do use 2 of their wingers to play high up. As you can see, they're already in a line with the striker. The American centre backs and the wing backs, they will hold on to the ball, keep possession, wait for the right time, and launch a long ball forward towards the wingers. These wingers then make a run into the box and square it in for the striker to score. For the Malaysians, they would not be happy with the number of goals they have scored in this tournament. As of now, they have scored only 4 goals. But it must be mentioned that the 2 goals that they scored in the 2 matches has held them on a draw. Against India, the Malaysians were leading quite comfortably by 2-0, only for India to fight back and score 2 goals and draw the game. But against Tanzania, the Malaysians were trailing by 2 goals and were also a man down. Then they fought back and they scored 2 goals to draw the game and yet keep the hopes of reaching the finals alive. The Americans, the 9 changes, being far by the fresher side. They come here and there's a cross into the box, but headed away by the Malaysian defender near the far post. That's the first intent of attack by either of the teams, but it was dealt well by the Malaysian defender. Here's America getting in the box. He shoots, but it was straight to the Malaysian defender in the 6-yard box. Can the Malaysians break on their own now? It's William Franklin Sands who fouls the Malaysian right back. Let's have a look again at the foul by William. He had done well to touch the ball before he got the Malaysian player, but in his follow through, his leg got stuck with the Malaysian defender, and the referee blew his whistle, giving a free kick in Malaysians' favour. William Franklin Sands, number 19 of the USA, was the person who scored 2 goals for India when the Americans played the Indian side. For Malaysia, it's the number 16, Muhammad Izreen bin Izwandi, who's yet missing even from the bench. He had missed the last match too. Seems like he has injured himself and won't be featured in this tournament. Here comes America in the box. They take a shot. Narrowly wide of the far post. Let's have a look again at the shot. It was a good shot, first time attempted. Giving us just the first time and just the starting of the match. As the match goes on, he should get his shots on target. The keeper of USA, number 22, Contrail John Anthony Jones, finally getting his first touch in tournament. Here comes USA with another attack. He puts in a cross, but straight to the Malaysian keeper. The Malaysian keeper too is making his first appearance in the tournament. It's number 30, Muhammad Rafiq bin Karamuddin. Let's have a look again at the cross from the American player, which went straight to the Malaysian goalkeeper. Like all the matches until now, the Malaysians will really need to be careful on how they keep possession from their set pieces, as seen against the Koreans and the Tanzanians from the last match. The moment that the Malaysians get a set piece, they are quite hasty with it, often leading in the loss of possession. On the other hand, the Americans have really impressed me with the way they keep the ball amongst themselves. Here's another attack by the Americans, but the Malaysian centre back did well, running back and clearing the line. Is that a foul or a throw in? Let's have a look again. That's the number 19, William Franklin Sands. He was tackled by the Malaysian defender, but it's a throw in favor of Malaysia. A very poor clearance there by the Malaysian player, giving the ball to the closest American. But they do have the ball amongst themselves, and the referee has blown his whistle for a foul, and has judged that the American player had fouled the Malaysian midfielder. The Malaysians have 2 goal scorers in the squad from this tournament. That's number 9, AIFF Shakirin bin Suhaimi, who's the captain. He had also scored in the last match. And there's number 36, Muhammad Najmi Idham bin Johan, who had also scored in the last match against Tanzania. On the bench for them is number 7, Muhammad Alif Safwan bin Salahuddin. For the Americans, they have 3 goal scorers in the starting lineup, and all 3 of them have scored in the match against India. Number 21, Chandler Vincent Vaughan had scored a goal. Number 23, Kevin Roberto Negrete had scored 1 goal. It was number 19, William Franklin Sands, who had started the goal scoring for Americans and had scored 2 goals. They have number 7, Grant Akinola Ogondimu on the bench to call on when needed. Pretty much as expected, is the Americans who are bossing the possession in the early stages of the first half. It's also them who have made the first few attacks in this match. Here they come with another cross, but it was a poor one this time, and hastily cleared by the Malaysian centre back in the very first attempt. The Malaysians don't look to be comfortable when they have the ball in possession. The centre back was in space, had time to come and stop the ball and find his teammate to the pass, but instead he chose to just kick it away as soon as the cross came to him. It's a surprising change for the Malaysians. Their goalkeeper in the previous matches, number 42, Muhammad Firdaus Irman bin Muhammad Fadil, had done really well against the opponents. He had made some brilliant saves. Couple of times it was back-to-back saves. But now he's gone to the bench And it's other keeper who the coach has gone with. The coach for Malaysia is Mr. Sumasundram Periasamy. Here's Malaysia on the ball in the opponent's half for the first time. He takes a shot from far, but way over the crossbar. Let's have a look again at the shot from Malaysia. Shot from quite some distance from the goal post, going harmlessly over the crossbar. The person who took the tot was number 23, Muhammad Iqbal Hakim Muhammad Hatta. So good pass by the American left back to find his midfield partner. It needs confidence at such a young age. Most of these kids are just 15 years of old. If you have just joined in, it's the 11th minute of the match. It's the match number 9 of the AIFF Youth Cup 2016 between Malaysia and USA. And the score yet reads Malaysia 0, USA 0. It's the last day of the group stages. This is the first match of the day, with the second match starting at 8 p.m, which is between India and Korea Republic. The Americans and the Koreans need at least a draw to qualify for the finals. There seems to be some tussle between the opponents. The referee had given a free kick in favor of the Americans, and it drew some response from the Malaysians. The Americans. Let's have a look at the foul again. The Malaysian player going with a challenge even after the ball had gone past him. The Malaysians need to be careful in this match. They have already had 2 red cards in this entire tournament, which just says a lot. It's only 3 matches that they've played till now, and have won 2 red cards. The American doing well to come into the box. He puts in a cross. Stopped by the Malaysian players just as it entered the 6-yard box. Let's have a look again how the American player is running to the box. He puts in a cross, but the defender number 3 doing really well to stick his leg out and put the ball back for a corner before it could reach the American player. Let's see what the Americans can make of this corner. In comes the corner. The Malaysian keeper couldn't clear it properly. Lucky for them, the referee has blown for a foul. The Malaysian keeper got a hand to it, but the ball fell barely few feet away from him. Let's have a look again at the corner. It was a good corner. Into the 6-yard box. The Malaysian keeper could just palm it a few feet ahead of him. The ball fell back to an American player who would have done better with a first time shot, but luckily for the Malaysians, the referee blew his whistle for a foul. The Malaysians again losing possession. This is what I've been talking about. As soon as they get the ball, they are very hasty with it, quite often leading to the loss of possession. The Malaysians need to be also wary of the way the Americans keep the ball in the defense. The 2 centre backs and the goalkeeper, they trust each other and they can happily keep passing the ball amongst themselves. Here's a throw in for the Americans. He does find his teammate, who does well to control and find his other teammate. He has ball in the box. The American player was brought down, but the referee said none of it, and has asked the Malaysians to continue. Here they come with their own attack. If the Malaysians need to have any hopes of making the finals, they need to beat the Americans by at least a goal difference of 4 goals. And then hope that India beats the Korean side, which they play later in the evening. For the Indians to qualify for the 3rd and 4th place, they would be hoping that the Americans beat the Malaysians by at least a 3-goal difference, and then all India needs then is a draw against the Korean side. This would help India finish in the 4th place, then make it to the 3rd and 4th place match, which is on the 25th. Brilliant foot in by the Malaysian right back to divert the ball away from the American winger. But here they come, the cross, but the referee had blown his whistle, saying that the ball had crossed the goal line, and it's a goal kick for Malaysia. It's the timid American number 20, Adrian Isaias Villegas. Not his first appearance in the tournament, but he didn't miss the Malaysian keeper. He needs to be careful. It was a poor clearance which gave the ball away to the American player, and then now he almost went out of the box while the ball was in his hand. The referee gave him the benefit of doubt and allowed him to continue the game. The Americans putting a brilliant show of passing football. Here's another attack for them, putting the ball put forward. These players, all are 15 years old, showing great composure to keep the ball. Here they come again with another chance in the box. He's down in the box. This time the referee has blown his whistle. He's booked the Malaysian player. It's the number 41. Let's have a look again at the challenge. It's the Malaysian number 41, Abdul Hadi bin Hasbola, who was the guilty party in committing the foul. And has conceded his penalty. Not the best of starts for the Malaysians, but the Indians will be really happy with the way it's called. The captain of America, he takes the penalty and he shoots. The keeper jumped on the left side. The American captain put the ball to his right. It's the American captain, number 9, Joshua Thomas Sargent. Let's have a look again how he took the penalty. Good, clean penalty, kept it low, but gave it a good direction. And the captain of America has given them a 1-0 lead in this match. Let's have another angle of the penalty. The number 9, the captain. He feigned his, he stopped a moment before taking the kick. There has been a rule change which could affect the way the penalties are taken. The referee has stopped the game for some problem. I wonder what it is. Now he's signalled for the Malaysian player to take the throw. As I was talking about, there has been some rule changes in the way the players take the penalties. In future, the players may not be allowed to stop from the run-up Once they start the run up, it could lead to a yellow card for them. The Americans, as it stands, winning this match, going into the top position of the table with 8 points. Tanzania on second position with 6 points. Here comes Americans with an attack. They put a ball forward. Brilliant through ball. They find his teammate. Can he keep the ball in play? He's pushed from behind. Does the referee give a free kick in his favor? Let's have a look again how William Franklin Sands was pushed from behind by the Malaysian number 6, Harzan Hafiz. Hazli Izan Ahwal. Looks like the ref failed to spot it and has given a goal kick in favor of Malaysia. I think it's a let off for Malaysia there. Another set piece by